coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Here we go, 46, 46. 47. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll buy some time right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. It's caught. Mitchell.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, 47.
4th down, Prescott. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
To pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Come on, come on. Hey.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught by Evans. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Prescott now from the 50. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down. The first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Kill.
from the red zone now. Prescott.
Quickly to Kelsey.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Prescott to throw it. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Sanders.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And Sanders has got it complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Hurts. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, check. 18 Cardinals.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Hurts will throw.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A give running right is Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. So time has run out on what will be a